to another edition of the NFL on... Two teams in this one going in the right direction. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen. Greg, both these squads come... The final 2 weeks of the regular season are upon us, and off we go on EA Sports. Very good kickoff, returnable from the 4, and a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense taking the field for the first time. They'll be led out by the quarterback now in his 4th NFL campaign.
He told us the other day, he was very honest. He said, when I got into the locker room, it was a little bit of a bittersweet feeling. Now, ultimately, we got the job done. For that, I was thrilled. But I know I put the team in a lot of tough situations due to my decision-making. He's going to have to be better here today. This team is going to reach their full potential. He knows he has to clean up a lot of those mistakes. Now, fortunately, he's got a chance to do so here. And if he's able to protect the football while maintaining that aggressive approach, we could see him come out on top again in this one.
2nd down and 3. Throwing now from the gun. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Throwing over the middle, this one is complete.
We'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the 1st down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the 1st down.
And just a short gain there, down to the 38. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Now they'll set up to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Open man, right side. He's got it. And he's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
When you decide to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, typically, Mike, what you're doing is you start from the top down. If you have the big shot downfield, take it. If not, the quarterback works through his progression, finds the medium target, picks up a 1st down.
The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. 2nd and 7. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he's going to be taken down.
You can see the confidence that this play caller has on his opening script. This is a textbook drive here to start the game. Nice job there by the back with a big gain. Sets up 1st and goal.
And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Here's another shot from the 6. It's 2nd and goal. He'll drop to throw. That one is caught in the back of the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. That's his 8th touchdown of the season. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
No problem there on the extra point. And the visitors will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He'll start at the 4. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. This crowd ready in anticipation. Their offense taking the field for the first time. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
He's coming off a really nice 3-touchdown performance in last week's win, Mike, but outside of that one errant throw, he did a really nice job of protecting the ball and was seemingly in control the entire game. This defense all week, they talked about trying to bait him into making some mistakes, so he's got to be careful about falling into the trap. But if he does that, I tell you what, I really like their chances.
They face 2nd down and 7. They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Back to throw. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
Sacks are drive killers. There is no greater correlation between a defense getting off the field and the ability to rush the quarterback. And when they come on 3rd down, that number just goes up.
Punt team out, ready to send this one away. This fielded inside the 35. And it's a good solid return as he takes it back up near midfield. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
From out of the gun, he'll throw. Going right sideline and complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. That is 2nd touchdown of the game. He's up to 9 now on the year. This great... That last TD pass, number 40 on the year. The extra point is up and through. And the visitors move out on top, 14-0. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The home team's offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And they've used him quite a bit in the passing game. Take a look at the NFL leaders in receiving yards for running backs, and he's right there among the best in the league. In trouble, and down he goes.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Here's a 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw. A throw on the move is caught. It's a gain of 10 yards, and that will be a first down.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Little short pass here, caught by his tight end.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And his numbers this season, eye-popping in a lot of categories. We'll just show you one. He is the NFL leader in rushing touchdowns by a quarterback. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here's a third down and 4. They'll throw out of the gun. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His third catch goes for a first down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often. So that might be his first target, but I don't think it's going to be his last.
Back to the air one more time. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6.
At the 44-yard line.
They'll look to throw yet again. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down. From the 50, he'll set up to throw. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. He'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Quick throw, taken in. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down. Now he'll air one out, and that is incomplete. Took a shot here at the end of the quarter, but it comes up incomplete. Punt team out, ready to send this one away. And that's going to work out well. Out of bounds, and they mark it inside the 5-yard line. The home team's offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll operate from their own 3-yard line as they try to put something together here on this drive. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Quick throw here is complete. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. A quick throw. That's complete on the slant. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass you say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down. Now a give up the middle, and he is planted in the backfield. Defenders crashing through, blow up that play behind the line. 3rd and long. Throwing now from the gun. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. That's his 3rd catch of this 1st half and good enough for a 1st down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
He'll go left side here and complete this one. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free and gains nothing. On 2nd and 10, they'll try to throw. That's into traffic, but taken in. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here's a 3rd down and 4. They're going to motion the tight end over here. He's got a man. That's complete. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8. Now they'll set up to throw. This one intercepted. He works free, right side. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. And they extend the lead. The defense joining the party. A pick 6 for a touchdown. Greg, they are extending this lead out.
Yeah, now you've just seen both sides just make their impact felt here in the 1st half. The offense has done their part, and now it's the defense that is able to capitalize on the turnover and take it all the way back for the pick 6.
The extra point, up and good. And the visitors will stake themselves to a 21-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Carter on the return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The home team's offense back onto the field as you take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And things are getting a little tight with 2 weeks left in the regular season. Already, we can look ahead in both conferences to some critical divisional matchups ahead in Week 18. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. They'll send their tight end left. Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
He'll look to throw. A toss left side caught by his running back. And he's very close to a first down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short. Here's the punter now, as he'll come on to punt this one away. The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he is right up there in touchdown passes, as you see on that graphic, currently second in the NFL at this point in the season. Right away, they'll set up to throw. That one, oh, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be second down. He'll drop to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple, and sets up third down. From out of the gun, he'll throw. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. That catch number 80 in this campaign. And it gives his team a first down.
You just love to see this effort, especially on third down. You understand, you want to keep this possession alive. You have to do everything in your power sometimes to bail out your quarterback, and it's exactly what he does here, and it brings up a fresh set of downs.
A zone read here, and he's going to keep this himself. And not a whole lot going to come from that one. Going to about the 39. Second down and 8. Back to throw. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down. They bring their tight end right. On third down, they'll set up to throw. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. 10 yards for number 10 on that one, and it's first and 10.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that be a bit of a letdown.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Going down the middle of the field, and he's got his tight end. And he's in. Touchdown, Chicago. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A third touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
The extra point is good. And the visitors move out to a commanding 28-0 first half lead. This one taken at the 7. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The home team's offense ready to get back at it. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. First down now. Throwing over the middle. This one is complete. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. They'll throw out of the gun. Thrown into a sea of bodies, but it's complete. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And he'll take this one forward for about 3, and that's a first down. They send the tight end in motion. They'll look to throw. Looking middle of the field, it's complete. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Throwing now on 1st and 10. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a...
That's over the middle and intercepted.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
First and 10 now from the 36. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Short pass taken in by the tight end.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Tight end, the motion man to the right. Play clock nearly expires as they set up to throw. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
Now a shot here, deep middle. He's got it. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Chicago.
That is just a complete disaster. I mean, we're in the final seconds of the first half, Mike, and you give up a huge explosive play that results in a touchdown. No matter what you've done all half, it completely changes the game.
Now for the point after. It's up and through. And the visitors stretch out this lead even more. It is now 35-0. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Going up top. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. More from you and Greg in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here and what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. We'll start with an interconference matchup. The LA Rams on the road in Denver. And it's the Rams who are out in front in that one. The Rams trying to hold on and claim victory. From there, we head through the Four Corners down to Arizona to check on the Cardinals at home in Glendale. And you can see they are out in front in that one. The Cards locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. As you can see the score there in the second quarter. 2 touchdown passes there for Drake May. The highlights from the first half, all one-sided. This one got out of hand early, and now you have to wonder how these teams will approach this second half. Because this one's already close to being in the bag, if it's not already.
All right, Coach. Thank you. 2 very different halftime speeches by these head coaches, that's for sure, as we get set for half number 2. This returnable from the 4. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. So now, out comes the offense, led by their quarterback as they take over once again. And this defense has really had their way so far, intercepting him twice, forced into a number of bad throws, And generally, the D has just made it tough to operate all game long. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. This defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike. How well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
Taken at the 19. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he's been as good as advertised. Take you through some of the highlights. 4 touchdown passes on point with his receivers right throughout and continuing to master running and executing this offense. On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now it's 3rd down. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway.
This is where the playmaking ability almost can be a detriment to a running quarterback. They have such confidence in their ability to keep plays alive with their legs. Sometimes they hold it just a little bit too long, thinking they can make the next big play, and good job by the defenders tracking him down and took him down for a loss.
We're about ready now for the punt, as he's on to punt for the 2nd time. Now fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line. So now this team's offense ready to get back to work. Greg, sitting up here with you, this is not the same energy we saw from this team at the start of the game. How much has the defense kind of sapped it out of them?
Oh, I think it's a big factor in this game. And when you start taking the ball away at the rate that they have today, it takes a lot of the confidence out of the offense. And I think that's the body language that you're referring to. There is a lot of doubt creeping in to this offense. And it's almost becoming to the point where you don't want to be the guy with the ball because you're afraid you're going to give it up. And when it gets to that, man, as an offense, you're in trouble.
Up the middle they go. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it. Not much there, maybe a yard.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. Tight end going in motion here. Smith and Jigba has it on that out route. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down. That one is good. And his guys are able to put up 3 and cut into the lead.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
A return now from the 4. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. So out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more. And as we look back at some of the highlights of this one, Greg, definitely a lot to show from the passing game.
Yeah, and as good as the offense feels about their passing game, I think if you're on the defensive side of the ball, you've got a lot of learning to do because you just get burned time and time again. You'd think at some point you'd make an adjustment and make a correction. So at this point, they've given up 4 touchdown passes. You're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL giving up that production in one phase of the game.
Back to the air once more on second down. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. Throwing downfield, right side, and it's caught. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. And he continues to remain on fire. That is a rare NFL day. 5 touchdown passes thrown.
And, Mike, at this point, the defense just looks completely lost out there. I mean, they have no answers whatsoever, giving up the 5th touchdown pass of this ballgame.
The extra point is good. And the visitors stretch things out even further.
Our home team, 3.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now, he'll try to keep it going. He'll get this out to his running back. And he won't get away. Good open field tackle there to get him down behind the line.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped. And that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and it results in a negative play.
Quick throw here is complete. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Here's a designed run. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
No gain on the play. Second and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. And now the punting unit will come on, as he's on for the 5th time this afternoon. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. Now, following the punt return, we have an injured player on the field. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but 1st down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to 3rd down. Hill brought in motion. And it looks like he's going to have a 1st down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs.
A gain of 3 on the play. 1st down, Chicago.
He'll drop to throw. There's that man again. Another catch. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. He'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Putting the tight end in motion. Back to throw. Quick throw, taken in. And they'll have it across midfield, down at the opposing 46-yard line. So, 3 quarters now in the books. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. It's 1st down, and they'll run. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. They'll stick with him again. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it, you know it, and no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
And he takes it down to the 15-yard line.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the 4th quarter, which typically means I had to lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw.
It takes a certain guy in that slot position to be willing and able to go across the middle of the defense on those in-breaking routes. You can tell this guy, he doesn't care. He is fearless going across the middle, and he's able to secure a nice catch.
They'll try to set up the screen here. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. So add another touchdown and touchdown pass for that matter. He has thrown 6 already in this one. Amazing stuff. Now, the extra point. He's got it. And the visitors will add one more onto their big lead.
Our home team
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This is going to be taken in at the 3. And he'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. This team's offense ready to get back at it. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. From out of the gun, he'll throw. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. He'll look to throw. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
There's a man open. That's Smith and Jigba. Down to the 10. And they are into the end zone for the first time today. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba for the touchdown. For quarterbacks, there are so many stats we use to measure a good season. This is one of them. 30 touchdowns. That was number 30 on the year. The PAT, up and good. And his guys cut into the lead a little bit. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. The drive starts with a run, and it's Elliott. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll work now on 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now a give on the ground. That one never got started. Too much defensive pressure. They drop him in the backfield. They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Quick throw out wide. It's caught.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
And he looks up and he's taken down right away. Maybe fortunate just to hold on to the ball as he was tackled immediately after hauling that one in. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Quick hitting slant there. And he's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. A good spot here. 2nd and a yard. They'll throw out of the gun. This one's snagged by Smith and Jigba. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
Complete to number 11, Jackson, Smith, and Jigba. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. They'll look to throw yet again. Quickly to the outside and complete. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. Smith in Jigba there for the catch. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
Brings up
Second and a yard.
at the 43-yard line.
Back to the air one more time. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Here's first and 10. This one into the hands of Smith and Jigba. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the 23.
Look him up on a second down and 8. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
They'll try and throw for it on 3rd and 1. And they're going to have enough to convert here. And it sets up first and goal. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. This drive has been methodical, but will they turn it into 6 points? It is first and goal. This one caught at the 4. And they'll get this down to the 3, but no further. It'll be second and goal.
Brings up second and goal at the 3-yard line.
Now they'll set up to throw. That one only good for a gain of 1 to the 2 to set up 3rd and goal.
A gain of 1 yard on the play. It's now 3rd and goal.
And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. They do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. Initially looking to throw it for the touchdown, couldn't find anything, so Greggy takes care of business himself, using his legs for the touchdown.
Well, it was clear early on, Mike, that this defense was expecting the pass, and after matching all the receivers in the end zone, this quarterback realized quickly it was his legs that he was going to need to rely on to get the ball across the goal line.
No problem there on the extra point, and his guys will get just a bit closer. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. From the 6, here comes a return. A good return as he takes it across the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
They'll come up here, first and 10. Drive will start on the ground. He is met and dropped. Good defense. Loss of a couple on that play.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
They're going to motion the tight end over here. So, it's a win for our visitors. In a game that was expected to be a cakewalk, pretty much turned out that way. Their class just much the best in this one, as they cruise to an easy road victory. So, that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone.